Got to hit the club. We've been mobbing all day. On some shot. Everybody rocking side to side. All by themselves. That's the new move. Where I'm from, we like to go dumb. I'm soaking up.
Now from the banks of Lake Erie, EA Sports welcomes you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. But today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And off we go from Cleveland. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start off with a give to Lewis. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll stay with Lewis here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 7. Looking to throw. Washington. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Derek Harmon. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot. Backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on 4th down, Matthew Hayball on to punt. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Wheeler. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Wheeler. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. They're facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down. Wheeler. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's Lewis to return. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. And there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Again, it's Lewis. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle it behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 38-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going underneath for Lewis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They run with Lewis out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
It's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
It certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for it. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they were very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Operating from the gun, Wheeler, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Looking to throw. Wheeler. That is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first two drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. On the return, here comes Lewis. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here first and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Operating from the gun, Washington. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Dumps it off to Lewis. And this play comes to 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Here's Matthew Hayball now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense got hurt for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here first and 10. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. They go to Johnson again. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a second down and 4. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Third and 1.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a third down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Short, they'll try to pick it up through the air. And this pass broke it up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Here's Corey Bajorquez now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He's going to field this at the 4. A good return there, 17 yards. And they will take over first and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on first and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Lewis here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 6. Operating from the gun, Washington. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That's brought in downfield by London. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Drake London, 60 yards. And the Browns post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Wheeler. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Throw left side is complete on a diving effort. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those like mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make this thing.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Off play action. Wheeler. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Grant Delpit.
And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Browns take over 1st and 10. At their
The Browns drive about to get started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just have good ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Washington. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf from 21 yards away. And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up. To try here for the extra point. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
He says that's QB1 of the future now.
Here this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Steelers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Yeah, what Eminem say? He ain't the future of shit.
Just like the media in real life.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
That's out.
The future of Chip, you just gave it fucking footer.
Also takes a pretty good look at the end of that one.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. In motion right is Wilson. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. A short one there to Fryermuth. And a result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
This is a half, but not just the coverage. When the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Off the play fake. Wheeler. That is caught. And they do finally get him at the 12. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
In motion right, that's Wilson.
Back to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Off-play action. Wheeler. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Set. Cowboy 80. Cut 19. Cut 19.
Metcalf motions left.
From the gun on third down. Wheeler toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Bates' kick is good.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
Jake Bates back in his old home.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Steelers will take over here just shy of the 30.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
19 tight. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Throwing to start the drive. Wheeler over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Denzel Washington got Ramsey looking like Champ Bailey.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we've hit intermission.
I'm geeked I ain't pay that much.
This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like.
59-yard kick is taking cookies for DJ Cunningham.
Get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Steelers.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Back to throw now on first down. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be second down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Browns' 49-yard line.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. Wheeler. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Wheeler's pass
Only able to gain a handful. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
A short one there to Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw again.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
At the 60, at the 60.
2nd and 5.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out. And then risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
Caught right side. It's Lewis. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And now an audible here into something else.
He's got Lewis. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent.
I can't get a PI though. God damn.
About his game, has his team right at the brink of the playoffs, and Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Looking to throw. Washington.
This pass is caught by London.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
He's into space past the 25.
And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 36 yards on the play. Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. Washington. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Once again, it's Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Steelers send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is fielded in the end zone.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The problem is a former defensive back. I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Maybe he hits him in stride. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Steelers' 38-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. 2nd and 1. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. More than one defender.
Nigga said, fuck passing it, huh? Oh, God.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Washington. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment.
From the 23, here's 2nd and a couple.
Looking to throw. Washington. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
So a nice throw there, and CD, I'd have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
Now, you know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Browns are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku from 6 yards away. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Well, he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Operating from the gun, Wheeler.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. In motion right is Wilson. From the gun on 3rd down. Wheeler on the move past the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback. And he hits a big one right there.
And the Steelers first down.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Back to throw. Wheeler.
A short one there to Fryermuth.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Panther 11, Panther 11. 19, Pioneer.
Back to throw. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Tie this bitch up. 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 Tie this bitch up.
And he takes it all the way back.
He's cold.
If you will, as that play backfires in a big way. What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied fourth quarter as the kick is away here. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Down off.
Here's 1st and 10.
Viking 18. Check. Hurt.
They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Or any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Completes to Njoku.
Well, that answers the question in my head. They're going to go for the win right now.
I think you're absolutely right. They're not content with going to OT.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. He'll try to pick it up himself.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Throwing to start the drive.
Wheeler goes with the out route and completes it to Swift.
He's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here we go. 60 vices. 60 vices. 60 vices. 60 vices. 60. Champ 60.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical. You feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go. And it's good.
Should have blocked us here. God damn.
Weekend of field goal to win it as time expires. And the Steelers have won the game.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the